Hey folks, welcome back. Today we've got a fun rip for you guys with a couple of different years and a few different products. So first and foremost, we have a 2026 Holiday variation. This is a Easter egg of 2026 Series 1. The chase cards in Series 1 are Jack Caglianone and Roman Anthony rookie cards. The other parallel that I don't know if they have in this holiday set that I really like are those 52 tops variations, and those are selling for $1 million. Not literally, but they're a fortune. So I doubt we're going to get one of those, but let's see if we get anything else exciting out of the holiday tins. I forget what I paid for this. It wasn't that much, so I don't really expect much. And then I've got a couple of exciting things. I've got some 2022 Topps Update, and these are hanger boxes. I got actually about 4 of those, but I'm only going to open 2 today at least. And the chase cards in here are the Witt Jr. and Julio Rodriguez rookie cards. You could also get the Hunter Green rookie, an O'Neal Cruz rookie, who I think is primed for a bounce back season. Spencer Torkelson and Seiya Suzuki is also have the rookie cards in this set. Suzuki hurt his knee in the World Baseball Classic sliding into second base, so I haven't heard how serious those are yet. But the other thing that's cool in the 2022 update, they have the 1987 Topps inserts. And so they've got the wood borders that we all know and love. And so let's see what we get out of a couple hangers. Would be nice to get a Bobby Witt rookie autograph. That'd be super cool. All right, and then lastly, we've got something a little bit of more of an oddball. There's some 2022 Bowman Draft packs. These are 3 hobby packs out of a jumbo hobby. There's 32 cards per pack. 2022 Bowman Draft was a pretty decent product. You got Jackson Holliday's first. You've also got firsts of Cade Horton, Termarr Johnson, who should get called up this year with the Pirates. Chase DeLauder's first is in there. He's really expected to have a big rookie season. Jacob Misiorowski, the controversial All-Star from last year, his first is in this set. And you also have firsts from Jace Young and Kumar Rocker, who Rocker's been a prospect for a while. Personally, I don't think he is ever going to turn into anything special. I just haven't seen anything. His rookie year, I believe, was last year, and just have not really seen him show much. And I don't know, I'm kind of losing optimism for Kumar Rocker and his career. But all right, inside this egg, happy birthday to Jesus for me. You're not saying it's his birthday? Well, he rose from the dead that day, which is kind of like being born again. So why isn't it his birthday? All biblical historians say that his birthday was most definitely not December 25th, so don't get too upset. All right, let's get started with this rip with the least exciting product, the Easter egg. All right, starting out, we've got a Shohei. Is that Yamamoto next to him? I think it is. And Shohei looks like he's 8'2" in this picture. All right, Dean Kramer, Wheeler. There's a rookie card of Cam Schlittler. He's got a good-looking season ahead of him. Benintendi, Darvish, Carson Seymour, Matt McLain, Willie Adames, Garcia, Hunter Goodman. A lot of people prime him to have a big breakout season. Miller, Luis Morales, Freeland, got a Romy Gonzalez, a Gianna Helm, Samuel Basallo. He's a catcher prospect for the O's. He should be given plenty of playing time this year. Casey Mize, Caminero, who had a monster home run off of Paul Skeens, but unfortunately still came up short in the WBC. All right, Carson Williams, rookie. There's Shota Imanaga, David Bednar. Let's see if he can hold that closer's job all year for the Pinstripes, where they've had a hard time with a solid closer really ever since Rivera. But all right, Ian Seymour. I wonder if Ian is related to Carson Seymour from earlier. All right, Brandon Pfaadt, Cody Clemens. We got a future stars of, is that Dalton Rushing, catcher for the Dodgers. Made me think recently, one of the videos that I'm planning on doing is a video to highlight my Topps all-star rookie cards, all the Gold Cup cards. I have all of those from the inception of that program, and I thought, you know what, that'd be a fun quest to do all the Future Stars cards. Future Stars started in 1980 with the 3-player rookie cards. There's a few good stars that had those Future Stars cards early on. I think they said there's like close to 350 of these in total, so that would be quite the set to collect, but maybe I'll do it just for the hell of it. All right, got the Astros. There's a Bobby Witt Jr. base card. Mookie Betts. Got Jacob Young. That's definitely my favorite card out of this set. Looks like his vertical leap is like 54 inches there, man. That dude had some ups. Robin the Homer, almost all the way off the card. I love that card. All right, got the A's. Acuna Jr., Hunter Brown, Alejandro Kirk, Zach Maxwell. We got a Jorge Soler Power. Bailey Ober, Tristan Peters rookie card, Daniel Schneemann. There's Cal Raleigh, who became the most hated man in all of baseball during the WBC. Wouldn't shake hands with Rosa Reyna or with, who else tried to shake his hand? Whatever, I don't care. Troy Melton, Matthew Boyd, Spencer Horwitz, who played on Team Israel. Wilkerman Gonzalez, Ramon Urias, Edmund Sosa, Jack Perkins, Sean Murphy, Will Warren, Jacob Melton. All right, so let me just start here by saying I'm a touch disappointed. I've been looking for either a Roman Anthony, just a base, because it is a Gold Cup and I don't have that one yet, or I always like to pull a Cags base. I have yet to pull either in Series 1, and this is, I'm telling you, the last Series 1 I'm ever buying again. All right, we got a Patrick Bailey Greatest Hits. There's some upside down stuff. Ooh, let's start back here. We have a Titans of the Game, Acuna Jr. These are pretty common inserts. We have a 1991 insert of Cam Schlittler. There's a pretty decent one. Although, I don't know if you can see, that corner is dinged up from the factory. So thank you. Yeah, there's a good view of it there. Thank you, Topps, for the dinged up Schlittler. Makes that garbage. All right, got a Luis Morales. I got the Easter egg or leaves or whatever this insert is. And these are just banged to shit on the bottom. Like, I love pulling pack fresh cards that are just beaten to hell. There's a Bryce Harper. And then we have a couple of shiny cards. There's a Jackson Merrill, some kind of an egg looking thing, and there's also some factory line through the center of that. So even if this was worth anything, which is probably not, it is not now. And then Jose Caballero, who has a chance at stealing Anthony Volpe's job this year in the Bronx. It is not a numbered card, but Caballero, guy to keep an eye on this year. All right, that was absolute hot garbage. All right, where should we go next? Let's go with the 2022 Topps update. These, again, are a hanger pack, so it's kind of like that pack we just had there of the Holliday pack, where it's just one big pack in here. My other favorite thing about these is they clearly built these boxes to store 2 packs, and they give you 1. So yeah, really kind of the people at Topps. All right, let's see what we can do. I brought out my smaller knife for controlled slashing of these cases. I don't want to ding these up. All right. I don't know how I want to, I think I'm going to split these up. I'll cover this with the stars of the MLB garbage and put those back here. All right, let's get going. All right, we got Luke Raley, Garrett Cooper. I hate these where they're all upside down. There's a CJ Abrams rookie card. There's one of the rookies I forgot to mention. Jeremy Pena, he's another good rookie out of the set. Anderson Severino, he did not open the game last night. Daniel Vogelbach, Francisco Morales, AJ Pollock, Jesse Winker, Palante, Sonny Gray, Cooper Hummel, Seth Lugo, who's now on the Kansas City Royals. We got Bunchy, and that is a rookie card of Bunchy. All right, you got Adam Engel, Eugenio Suarez, Bryson Stott debut. We've got Trevor Story, Matt Beatty. There's actually quite a few rookies in here. There's a Jack Suwinski, the rookie who never was. I think the Dodgers picked him up, and then they've already shipped him back to Oklahoma City after he showed some power and some promise. The guy just cannot make contact. He strikes out like the best of them. Here's Lorenzen, who I think pitched for Team Italy, so we may see him again tonight. Alec Thomas, Will Smith, Nick Castellanos, Seiya Suzuki rookie card. There was one of the rookies I mentioned. We got Nick Pavetta, Carlos Rodon, who they say is got his velocity back and could be primed for a big season. Got Shane Baz, who he's a great young pitcher. I'm going to throw that out there as well. I didn't realize he was a rookie in this set. All right, we got Jonathan India, who forgot how to hit. Now he's hurt all the time. There's a Shane Baz, stars of the MLB, and Julio Rodriguez, stars of the MLB. I don't really think that's got much value with that very undesirable insert set, but I'll set it aside there. I got a Dustin May, Hilliard, Rougned Odor, who famously punched Jose Bautista in the face, Helio Ramos, Ratty Tellis, Josh Winder. We got Gary Sanchez, used to be catcher for the Yankees, trying to keep his career alive. Ethan Roberts, Derek Hill, Eric Fetty, Noah Syndergaard, whatever happened to that guy. Guardians of the Galaxy, O'Neal Cruz. That's the rookie debut, which is a slightly least desirable of the Cruz rookies. We got Phoenix, Sanders, and Dustin Knight rookie combos. MVP caliber, there's an Ohtani Trout card. I don't really think that has much value either, but I'll set that aside. There's a Seiya Suzuki rookie debut, right behind the Ryan Pepiot rookie debut. Walsh, there's Scherzer with the crazy eyes. It's a pretty great card. Josh Donaldson, the wrong rookie from the Royals. I cannot stand MJ Melendez. Don't touch my other cards. Luke Jackson, Yoshi Tsutsugo, Ryan Pepiot. There's the regular rookie card. We got Jonathan Villar, Darren Ruff, Josh Lowe rookie debut, and Lucas Sims. All right, now to get to the couple of inserts. These are a little light on inserts. All right, we got Javier Baez. We got a Jeremy Pena Generation Now. I don't think these are super rare, but I'll dig in and find out. And then we do have a 1987 Topps insert. Looks like somebody from the Mariners. All right, could this be the no-fly zone himself, Julio? It is Ken Griffey Jr. That's pretty fantastic. Griffey not only never had a 1987 Topps card, but he was not on the Mariners in 2022 either, which makes this a just a win-win here. All right, that's a pretty cool card though. All right, let's go to let's go ahead and go over to a pack of one of the Bowman. As we get ready for that, I just wanted to show everybody I got my penny sleeves ready. I got my card savers ready. You gotta have those when you submit to PSA. And then I got my one touch. I've got a bunch of them because I'm just waiting for these big hits to start flying here. So I gotta be prepared. All right, let's get prepared for the hits. All right, folks. Pretty exciting packs here to open. These are not that easy to come by. You don't typically see these at your local shop, that's for certain. All right, let's get rocking and rolling here. We'll start with the paper. Got Robbie Snelling first, Yordani De Los Santos, Gabriel Hughes, Carson Williams, Ignacio Alvarez, Nacho Alvarez first, Lamar King. We got a Robert Hassel, Ryan Cermax, Marco Luciano. There's a Jet Williams. I think he's got a great chance to make his debut this year in New York. There's a Colton Cowser. All right, looks like they put the, let me set these over here. Looks like they put the chromes in the middle. And so I'm gonna flip these over and see if I can't just get the rest of the papers out. There's Gavin Cross, outfield prospect for the Royals. He's actually having a pretty decent spring. I'd like to see him break camp. I mean, look at the outfielders they have. Their new acquisition, Isaac Collins, can't hit. Isbell and Lofton, neither one are really showing anything. Might as well give Gavin Cross a shot. All right, got Valera. There's Caden Wallace, another rookie or a prospect for the Royals that will probably never make it. Yasser Mercedes, Jordan Walker, who also can't seem to quite make the transition to the bigs. Yoisin Morobel, Austin Hendrick, Jacob Melton, Mason Barnett, Cutter Coffee, Simon Wan, and Kevin, the Devil Wears Parada. All right, let's see here. We've got the Chromes. We've got Eric Hernandez, Leonardo Balcazar. We've got a first of Crister Paschiola. Ooh, there's a Jackson Churio. Churio is a nice hit out of this set, but his first was actually in 2022 Bowman. It was not in the Chrome or the Draft, but that's still a great hit there. So I'm going to put that out. Zach Neto first. I think I heard he was also injured. I haven't heard the severity of that, but that's a decent enough hit. All right, looks like we got some color. Super exciting. Let's do the color last out of this pack. All right, we got Nate Furman. Wasn't he one of the police in the Rodney King beatings? Maybe a relative. All right, we got Oscar Colas. We got Victor Acosta, and our first in color is a twin, Tanner Schobel. That looks like it would be out of 150. It is number 6. I'm sorry, number 8. I don't know, my eyes are getting bad. Number 8 out of 150. So that is a pretty sweet hit. That's our first numbered card of the day. I've got to get this sucker protected ASAP before anything happens to such a valuable card. It is a first. It's numbered to 50. I've never heard of Tanner Schobel in my entire life. Yeah. We'll set him right there for safekeeping. All right. That was a fun rip, even though we didn't hit anything major. Let's go back to the 2022 Topps update. Maybe this will be our lucky box of the day here. Somebody wrote M on it. M stands for hopefully not missing the hit. Mega hit. That's what I'm getting told right now in my earpiece. All right, we're going to start out with a Clayton Kershaw. Let's be honest, I love Kershaw, but he had no business being anywhere near that USA team WBC roster. I saw he was replaced. I just didn't get the full story of why. Is it because he was terrible? No offense, you're just, you know, you've decided to hang up the cleats. Let's keep them there if we can. All right, let's do this. Let's save the goodies for last here. And let's start with old Eric Fetty again. All right, Mendick, Walton. Here's a Ramos debut. Rich Hill, who pitched up until his 80s, I believe. Jock Peterson, Edward Cabrera. That is a rookie debut. There's a Matt Stram, who came back to the Royals after a stint in Philly and Boston. Got Taylor Rogers, rookie debut of Pepiot. That's a repeat. There's another repeat of Suzuki. I like how 2 packs you get that many repeats, but there's Staumont, Zach Davis. There's Penn Murphy and Danny Young, rookie something or others. New tests for the West. You got Chris Bryant and is that Freddie Freeman? Yeah. Ooh, here we go. We got a Bobby Witt Jr. So this is just a base debut card. But still a pretty cool card. It's got Bobby tossing a signed ball back to a fan. Pretty freaking sweet. I do like me some Bobby effing Witt. So I'm really happy about at least pulling some sort of Witt from this this box. All right, Estrada, E-Hire, I don't know, Connor Joe, Garrett Richards, aces up. There's DeGrom and Scherzer. You got Frazier, there's a Scherzer. Josh Donaldson, here's a rookie of another MJ Melendez. Luke Jackson, Tsutsugo. There's a couple of repeats, so the collation issues have never gone away. All right, there's old Kershaw. There's Zach Greinke, who I really wish somebody would have brought back so he could have gotten to 3,000 Ks. I think he was only, what was it, like 40 short or something like that. Not that many. All right, Jace Peterson, Jorge Soler. Oh, there's the Bobby Witt base. So there's the regular Bobby Witt rookie base. That's one of the ones we were looking for here for sure. All right. I like that card. This was a nice pack. Let me set Bobby back here behind the scout. All right, nice. All right, we got an Avisel Garcia. He just fell off the face of the planet too. Like, that guy was a stud there in Chicago for a while. There's Johan Duran, who's now a top star closer. McCutcheon, Lava something to Palante, Sonny Gray, Cooper Hummel, Seth Lugo. Another bunch of repeats. There's Bunchy again, Adam Engel, Suarez, Bryson Stott. All those are repeats. So I could grab the pack that I just went through. Lamet, Stallings, Hunter Green. There's another one of the good rookies from this set. Let me waste everyone's time here by sleeving up me a Hunter Green card. If you don't like it, put that sucker on 4X. Caleb Thielbar. I know it's already on 4X. Simon Muzziotti, Chris Archer, Nick Plummer, Isaiah Kiner Falafel, Jose Miranda. It's a rookie card. Ooh, we got something backwards here. Let's clear some space here, guys. We got a big hit coming. All right. Let's save that sucker for right here. All right, we got Zach Greinke, Jace Peterson, Jorge Soler, and Randall Grichuk, and a gold out of 2022 of Andrew Nizer. That's freaking sweet. All right, now I'm sure everyone knows who I would have preferred to have pulled with my gold there. I would love to have had a Bobby Witt gold. Those sell for, I think they're a couple $100 if I don't remember incorrectly there, but yeah, anyway. Got my second numbered card of the day. All right, Tucker, and then we've got a chrome, which the chromes are pretty rare in this set as well. These are inserts in this set of Nick Tropiano. Not exactly the highly sought out chrome insert, but still pretty cool to get at least a chrome out of these packs. All right, got a Stars of the MLB, Mountcastle, Royce Lewis rookie, Alec Thomas rookie, and Julio Urias. And then we've got a George Brett insert. Man, that is a great looking card. All right, you guys know I'm a Royals fan. I love this insert. Got Brett over at third, getting ready to make the long throw. Got a Derek Hill, and then our 1987 insert is none other than Bryce Harper. I wonder if Bryce was still an outfielder when this card was made. He was. Could you believe it? Guy used to actually play the field, not just play first base. All right, even the best of them move to first base eventually, right, George? All right, guys, not too bad. Again, didn't get the high value Witts that I was looking for, but at least I got a couple Bobbies out of that hanger. All right, we got two more jumbo packs of 2022 draft here. Let's see if we can't pull something special. Ooh, all right, guys, there's a fat card in here. Now, I don't know what all the inserts are in this set. I'm not that familiar with it, but that's looks pretty cool. And so we will save that for last. And then there's a few backwards cards, which maybe it's just those chromes that are backwards. I don't have any idea. Let's flip these around. Oh, there's some color as well. All right, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up in this pack. So this is a good one. Let's see what we got. Didn't we get a Balcazar in that last pack? All right, Cesar Prieto, Felix Valerio, Judd Fabian first. There's Ben Joyce. I like Ben Joyce. He's one of these guys that throws 103 and just seems like he's going to rip his arm off his shoulder every single time he takes the hill. But he's going to start the year, I think, on the disabled list. But when he comes back, he should take over the closer role eventually for the Anaheim Angels. All right, we got Edis Leonard, Kevin Alcantara, who I promise you will never be a big leaguer. Cooper got the Herpé. Danny Andrade. There's a Termarr Johnson first. I don't know if I would call that a big hit. It's just a paper. Papers aren't really sought after. The chromes are, so I'm not going to bag that one up, but I'll leave it there. All right, let me see if I can't flip these without giving away what my hit is yet. All right, we got Oscar Colas again. Sonny De Chiara, that's first. Edinson Paulino, Drew Gilbert, Christian Hernandez. He was a big standout star prospect, highly touted, whatever, for a while, and I don't really know where he stands anymore. Is he still coming up? I don't know. There's Ceddanne Rafaela, who's converted from shortstop and at this time third base back to the outfield, and he's a Gold Glove center fielder for the Red Sox. Michael Noor first. Everson Arteaga. There's Drew Baker. There's the guy who had been referred to as Big Christmas, Jonesky Noel. He may have actually started putting it together. I don't know. He strikes out an absolute metric ton. All right, we got Dylan Lesko. And our colored card is a first. It is an Arizona Diamondback. I don't recognize the face. It is Nate Savino. All right, that's purple, so that will be out of 250, I believe. Let's get this sucker bagged up for safety. And that's a paper purple, which is also interesting because usually the numbered cards are usually chromes anymore. And that is out of, it's not numbered. Is that right? Oh no, it is numbered, there you go. 203 out of 250. It was just kind of hard to read at that angle. And it was I didn't see it on the front, well, not the back anyway. All right, shut up. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We got some up, side down stuff. We got some really thick stuff. There we got a Matt McLean. That is a chrome. It is not a first. Emmanuel Rodriguez. We have Thomas Harrington first. Andrew Pintar first. There's a Samuel Munoz. Let's save these ones for the end. We've got a Michael Hernandez. We've got another Balcazar. That's got to be our third Balcazar. All right, let's see what we got here. This is the Thicky Termarr Johnson, which is one of the good rookies from this set. What is this card? Invicta. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like it's numbered. And then lastly, we got an heir apparent with Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee actually went to college at Cal Poly around the same time that my son did. And so I think his dad was actually the coach at Cal Poly as well, if I remember right. But he could be a really big star. He's a very versatile, decent player for sure. All right, I'm going to have to look up this Invicta. I don't know if these are worth anything or not. I just know it's absolutely gigantic, thick, interesting card. All right, no autos. I'm always skeptical buying loose packs of stuff from jumbos because if you've ever opened these jumbo boxes, there's usually like 3 guaranteed autos in a box. If you pull the auto, all 3 autos, the chances of the rest of the box having another auto are pretty slim. So why wouldn't you sell the cards off? So that's why it's a little suspect in my eyes. I don't really trust it, but whatever, I took a risk here. All right, there's a Chandler Simpson first. He's a hell of a young player. I believe he's been playing outfield for the Rays. I think he led the league in steals last year, and he'll probably do it again this year. One of those speed specialist guys. Roseman Verdugo, Elijah Green. There's another one of the big first from the year. It may be who's on the package as well. I think he was a highly touted prospect for the Nats. I really don't know where he stands today either. Haven't really heard a lot about him. All right, York. All right, there's a Jackson Holliday paper first. I'll set that in the hit pile. There's a Ezekiel Tovar. I really like this player. I think he's got an immense amount of talent. I'm hoping to see him stay healthy and blossom this year. Bolte, Alex Hernandez. There's a Dalton Rushing first in paper. Jonathan Majia. There's a Cole Young first. He's going to break camp with the Mariners, and he's expected to have one whale of a season as well. So there's another decent hit. I think Young will have a better season than Holliday, if you want my opinion. There's Jose Salas, Brandon Barria first. There's Christian Vaquero. He's also another one of these big, highly touted prospects. There's the Cade Horton first. That's a decent hit. Yendry, whatever his name is. There's a Mizorowski paper first. Tristan Vreeling. There's James Wood. I think he might have another pretty decent season. There's Pistol Pete Hansen. Jackson Jobe. Sean McLean. And then we get into the interesting pile. Let's do this upside down here first to go through the chromes. There's Roderick Arias. There's a Max Muncy, who should have a long leash as the starting third baseman for the Sacramento A's this year. Not a first, though. Hey, there's a first chrome of Chase DeLauder. That's one of the decent hits from the set. Not numbered, but it's still a chrome. Got a Jay Allen, Colton Cowser, Jose Ramos. And then we've got some kind of a weird insert something or other here. You got Cole Young, I mentioned earlier, and Walter Ford. This is a blackjack insert. I doubt this is numbered. We'll come back. Oh, there's something interesting. Is that a numbered card? Alexis Hernandez. I don't know if that's numbered or that's just a regular card. This blackjack does not appear to be numbered. I think that's just a regular chrome. Looks kind of weird with that fence, but I think that's just it. All right, and then Andrew Pintar. No autos in those 3 packs, so I think my suspicions were right. I think they pull the autos, they sell the loose packs to suckers like myself, and that's just how it is. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking with me to the end. The special code word is modern. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for the view.